Well, what an exciting time this has been with all my guests. They're absolutely amazing. And I had a couple on that actually were just having a drink here. And we invited them on the show, which we do many times for the Pepper Mill. The Pepper Mill has all these incredible guests and everybody. And I think we have somebody talking in the background. I don't know who it is, but someone's yakking away there, which is fine because we're actually in this restaurant. We're in the lounge at the Pepper Mill, and it's absolutely amazing. I have Trenton with me. Now, some of you, if you go back to my shows previously, I had interviewed him a couple of times. He's got an incredible personality. You've kind of done an awful lot. He also has a little girl. She's 1.5 years old.
Yes.
And I believe she's becoming a movie star. And I'm like saying, be careful.
Yeah. I'm very, very careful with my daughter.
Yes.
I watch her every inch of the way.
But she is beautiful.
I love her.
She is absolutely beautiful. Now, you have custody of your little girl.
No, actually, no, it's 50-50 custody. I take her as much as possible. So
that's nice.
It looks like I have her more than anybody else, but...
Well, that's a good thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely.
And you make time for her, and you do everything for her. I'm not surprised she's gorgeous.
Oh, I love her to death.
Now, hey, how are you? Now, so what have you been up to? The last couple of years, you've been kind of sort of,
having a baby put me on hiatus for a little bit, as far as really
dating
pushing
and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my goal since I've had her is to make something happen because I'm
to make something of yourself.
Yeah,
happen
even
for
more.
Her. So she'll be proud of her father.
Absolutely, and
Isn't
she'll have
lovely?
work, and she'll have jobs, and she'll have something
stability, and a father behind her,
and a father that followed his dreams, not just a father that paid her way, a father that went for something he wanted in his life. That's what I want her to see.
So now we're going to find out, what do you want? Because you always like to produce, be an actor, and be in the movie. and the one time, you did a little sort of, a kind of a little 2-second or probably 15-20-second little reel on me. You put it all together, and it was absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. I put a little marketing package
together. A little marketing package
for this show.
Yes, on the video. We're going to have to do that again now. Yeah, I'd love that.
We're going to have to do that.
Yeah. I'm going to be really nice now. What do I got to do? So where's your track now? What have you decided
Well, I've always been an actor, and I've always been a writer, but I've never actually full on just said, you know what? You're a producer.
Yes.
I know so many people in every realm of life that if I need it, I can make it happen. So it's like, I'm a producer.
Yes.
So I'm taking screenplays that I've written, or I'm finding team members that have the abilities, and I'm putting them all together. And here in Vegas, it's kind of hard.
It's very difficult. I was going to say, because you've got to get the ones that are responsible. Because unfortunately, Vegas has a lot going for it, but it also has a lot kind of not going in the direction you want to go in, because of the nightlife and because of everything. I won't,
irresponsible.
Irresponsible.
They're not professional.
No.
And unfortunately, my time in LA, 7 years in LA, I was able to see how it was to be in the industry.
Yes.
And I understand it. And when you're out here and you're at auditions and you're with people, they don't get it. And I'm not trying to say I'm better than everybody. It's just that...
So you know that you understand it.
Yeah. And
they don't. They think they can come here and they'll be a star right away.
And they also don't respect where they are. They're like, you're lucky to have that. Yeah. Like, you're lucky.
They're lucky to be in Vegas.
Yeah. I mean, and even a film, like all you guys out there have made a film here in Las Vegas to completion, you go. Because it's not an easy thing to do.
It's not, no.
And yet there's an actor in Vegas that's like, this is no problem. It's not an easy thing, and we need to appreciate that.
It's not easy to be an actor, actress, whichever you want to call it.
Or producer,
or a director, or even my show. This is my 4th year, and there has to be a guest on. At least there has to be 4 guests on every single week. So to get 4 people every single week, and we've managed that. We've succeeded on that. But it's perseverance. It's perseverance, and it's building yourself up. And it's actually, and what you said at the very beginning, responsibility.
Right.
So in the acting world, it's always been difficult anyway, because you don't have a continuous acting career, which means you don't have a continuous money flow coming in.
Right.
So that's always been so you always have to have a side job.
Right.
And so that's always. But hair, I would imagine you get a side job anywhere. Hair.
Well, yeah, I have my side jobs, and to be honest with you, if I didn't have a child and other responsibilities, I would not need a side job. I can make things happen if I was able. You know, I'll sleep on a couch if I had to, but I can't. I have responsibilities. So with that,
but that's a good thing too, because it's giving you the responsibility of life.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you're gaining out of that as well, of what you really have to do, where you have to be, and what you have. So are you producing at the moment? Or are you? What are you doing?
So for the past couple of years, I kind of put acting on the side because I realized out here it's not getting me anywhere. Even if I get parts, it's really not going anywhere. It's not paying me enough. So it's time to take control. So I found a team. We tried to make something happen. Didn't go as planned. I realized some of my team members needed to be changed. Right. Found another team, made something happen.
Still didn't work.
Still didn't work, right?
Oh, goodness.
You know, I've come to you. We've talked about other things.
Yes, we have.
And so now I'm at a point where it's like, okay, I've learned all my lessons.
Yes.
I've found great team members.
Good.
I put them together. A good writing team. We have a good production team. We have good makeup artists. We have a good editor. I mean, things that we don't realize are very important to have. And I'm ready.
And you have to trust them.
Yeah.
And you have to.
Absolutely.
And you also have to. I always feel that if you don't give somebody the responsibility of the job you want them to do and they can do, and you pass that over to them and say, this is your responsibility. And if they really want to go somewhere, they will keep that as their responsibility and they will do it well. Whereas if you said, this is the third time you've done it, because people come in and they think they're going to go that quick way. There is no quick way.
No.
Is there? There isn't.
No.
It's just not going to happen.
Right.
You've got to put. I had another show called Voices of Tomorrow. I had it for 16 years.
Right.
I won 125 awards for my show, and you know why? Because I put the time into it, and it wasn't all my awards. It was the kids. Actually, it's the kids' awards. It's not mine. I just happened to receive them. But I put the time. I was on location. I went to all the schools. You put the time into it, you'll get it.
Yeah, and speaking of the time, so I put a lot of time into this. I didn't just say, hey, let's go make a film tomorrow.
Yes.
I've sat down with my writer. We've gone over it over and over and over again. I've gotten sponsors involved now. I mean, you know, they're not sponsoring big money, but they're sponsoring, you know, products and time and there's things. And so we put this film together, and I looked at all my locations of friends I have, and I wrote it around the locations, so everything's affordable. Then I said, okay, what are we missing? We have all the pieces. What are we missing? And what are we missing? The money, right?
I was waiting for this one to come in.
It's always about the money, right?
Unfortunately, at the end of the day, yes,
it is.
Nobody has money.
So I went ahead and said, you know what? I don't normally do something like this.
Let's make some money in the back room.
yeah, breaking legs. No, just kidding. So I started my Indiegogo campaign. I put that out there. Mile Marker 666 is the film. It's a horror feature.
Yes.
I put it out there. You can go to milemarker666.com. You can check out the campaign.
Well,
there are perks.
666 is the devil's number.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's a movie. It's not real.
All right.
It's not real.
Okay.
It's a movie.
All right.
There's no real devil involved. It's just a flick.
A flick.
Yeah.
You know what a flick is?
So milemarker666.com. You can check out the Indiegogo campaign. And are you familiar with what Indiegogo campaigns are?
A little bit, not, but I'd like you to explain to people who don't understand it.
It's not like a GoFundMe where you're
cocktails, please, cocktails.
No, I'm just kidding. It's not like a GoFundMe where you're actually giving your money away. You can donate on the site, but you have perks. And you can choose the perks. Like you could say, hey, I want to choose the perk that has a 2-hour workshop with this local magician, and he'll teach you a 2-hour workshop.
Yes.
There's pre-sales of the film when it's DVD's out.
I could have it, and I could give them to come on my show.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like, hey, go on
Vegas Live with
Ninon if you pay this perk.
Yes.
You know, it could be like $1 million perk to get on your show.
I like his way of thinking.
But, so that's what it's set up to do, and I put it out there. I've reached out to all my family and friends, and it's not really happening. everyone in the world out there, thank you for sharing it. They are sharing it like crazy.
Yes.
I'm just not getting a lot of contributions. But that's okay. I'm still going to make the film.
Yes.
I have other ways. I would just like.
See, that's what you have to have, tenacity. Tenacity.
I'm not going to quit. I can't quit.
You can't
if I quit, I'm quitting on my daughter, and that's not happening.
No, you see, I like that. I like that.
But you know what? You know what's funny? And this is something that we talked about the first time I sat down with you. You remember I used to foster kids.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Well, you know why?
So we had a lot in common about that.
Yeah,
my show.
yeah. Because
my last show.
All the kids.
Yeah, I knew all the kids, yeah.
So I fostered kids, and one of the things we never discussed is why I was sitting in your seat that day about becoming an actor, getting back into the business.
Yes.
Well, the reason why I got back into the business is this one kid. I used to tell him all, follow your dreams, follow your dreams. This one kid told me, why aren't you following yours? And it stuck with me.
He had nerve enough to say that.
Yeah, but he was right. He was right.
Of course he was.
And so to this day, I still have that right here.
Yes.
And I'm not going to forget it. Yeah. And I appreciate that kid for what he did to me. He may not even know who he is. I haven't really even told him. It's Cody, but I had a lot of Codys in my house. Hey, Cody. A lot of Codys.
No, it's Cody number 1. Whichever he is.
Maybe.
Doesn't matter.
Maybe.
No, but he's number 1 now.
He's number 1 now.
Yeah, he's number 1 now. For what he said.
So that's really pushed me to continue this. And,
well, a lot of people are funny in this world. A lot of people always they look at all the bad things you've done, all the terrible things you've done, and we even ourselves look at all the bad things we've done. We don't very rarely look at the good things we've done, and I think we ought to start changing around, saying, look, I did this and that was okay. We're always on the bad side. People are always ready to put you down, not build you up. Right. It's the strangest thing in this world, and it's all over the world that people do this. I've never quite understood it.
Yeah.
So whenever I have the opportunity to build somebody up, I will. I've been told a few times that I've said things to people that apparently they've got upset with me and whatever, but they've taken that the wrong way, because I don't do that. I don't tell people about, I just don't. That's also my nature. I always like to try to build people up and say, well, you can do it, you can get there, and you can. The only thing is you've got to keep trying, and sometimes, it's tough. It's very, very.
It is.
I think we need to look at what's not working and change it, and unfortunately, none of us like to change.
Right.
So
I have changed.
So we've got to change. You've got to keep changing.
No idea.
Even if this actor's a great actor and you really, really like them, but they're not really doing what you want, you're afraid to say, because you're good friends with them, so you're afraid to get rid of them. You can't do that anymore.
No. Bye.
Yes, unfortunately.
I'm all in right now. I have learned so many lessons. I have changed so many things in my nature. I have been able to work with people like a writer, sitting down with another writer and allowing them to say no to what I want to do.
Yes, that's the first step.
I'm like, you know what? I need to listen. I need to listen, right? Yeah. And I've learned a lot, and I'm ready. It's just got to get over that first hump, make that first film. I'm going to continue making films.
I gather getting over that first hump and making the first film is financial.
Yeah, it's currently financial.
Well, that seems to
somewhat,
be somewhat, because you've got it all together. You've got all the writers, you've got all the directors, you've got all the people, you've got everything going for this except the sponsors.
Yeah, we got some sponsors, but they're not able to give that much money.
No.
And I'm not. This is not a big budget film. This is ultra low budget. I wrote it to be ultra low budget. Well, I mean, if we want to do it amazingly, I could do it for $50,000.
Okay, that's very inexpensive budget.
That's
so he's
very
talking,
low budget.
Yeah, that's very.
Yeah.
So you're looking for $50,000. I'm just trying to find out from him. So I'm putting the word out there. So if you want to invest with this gentleman,
I'm a big teddy bear.
Yeah, it's a big teddy bear. And he's not he's bigger than a teddy bear. Yeah. So if you want to be out there, you've got to put the word out there. So he's looking for someone to finance the film for him.
Yeah, either that or somehow get involved that can help us move it to the next level. Either way, I'm going to continue moving forward, and we're going to make it happen.
Well, I think if you move forward yourself, and they see you moving forward, they see what you want, then they'll invest in it.
Yeah.
But if it's a little flaky, well, he's just going to come out, then they're not going to be that interested.
And it takes teamwork to make the dream work, and I need to build that team.
Teamwork for the dream work. How cool is that? Absolutely amazing. Well, Trent has really sort of opened my eyes up a little bit. I guess what I can say about this whole thing is that you didn't give up. You'll keep going forward. He can't, because he's got a little girl. She's only a year and a half old. So he's not doing it all for her, but how about 99.99.99%?
Yeah, at this point, it's really driving me. It really is.
Yes.
I love it.
How can anybody reach you if they want to?
Well, you can always go on to Facebook or Instagram, look up Trenton Brisco. I'm the only one that has that name pretty much, which is kind of cool still. And again, go to mile marker 666. Now that means on the freeway there's a marker,
Yes.
and it's the mile marker 66.
Yes.
But there's a bloody 6 on the bottom of it, makes it 666.
It's scaring me.
Yeah. It's
No,
a fun
sounds
film.
like it's a fun film with a little twist in it, huh?
Absolutely.
Okay. Every
Absolutely.
film has a twist in it, whether we see it or not, but there's always one there.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in for Vegas Live with Ninon. Don't forget to go to YouTube and subscribe, because the more subscribers we get, the more we get out there, the bigger we become, and the more people we can push out there and get them on the road as well, because that's what this show does. We actually interview people, help them get out there, help them to sort of, get on that rocky road, because it's a pretty cool ride, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a great ride. Thank you for joining Vegas Live with Ninon. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, Trenton Brisco here. Welcome to my campaign, and thank you so much for coming. A little bit about me. You're spending your money and you want to know why and who, and wow, here I am. Well, I've been involved in this business since I was a kid, and when I say a kid, I used to run around with cameras. I probably have a good 8 VHS 8-hour tapes of movies and things that I've made. I set out to LA when I was 21 years old. Did some good things there. I got on some soap operas, speaking roles. I wasn't just an extra. And some short films and some independent films and commercials, blah, blah, blah. Well, I ended up having a severe injury and I had to leave town. No here nor there, no big deal. I left town, but during that time I started working with kids. I love kids. I coached football, basketball, baseball. I went on to mentor kids, even adults, which is important to me to mentor people. And during that time, I decided to become a foster parent. So I started fostering kids, teaching them, hey, go for your goals, go for your dreams. You can do it, anything you want. Then I had a kid named Cody. Thanks, Cody. Cody told me, why aren't you doing your dreams? Why aren't you doing your goals? And it hit me hard. About 7 months later, I quit being a foster parent, and about 3 years, here I am. Been busting my butt trying to make things happen, trying to get back to LA, but it just doesn't happen. It's so expensive out there, and I have to do it from here. So I put a team together here, and here I am. I've learned my lessons, made my choices, and now we're going to make some things happen. And I'm really, really excited with the team that I have. I've put together a great team, and we're in Vegas. We're coming for you. So, more about the film. Okay, guys. I don't want to give too much away, but I'm going to tell you right now. This film is about 4 LA friends who are traveling back from Las Vegas after their party weekend. And they find themselves stuck in that traffic, and you know what I'm talking about. And they decide to take a wrong turn. They end up going to an area that's kind of like the Bermuda Triangle of the desert. Do they make it out? We don't know. You'll have to stay tuned for that.
I'm very excited. We're making this by and for the horror fans.
I'm very excited about it. I love it. I'm a big horror film fan.
If you could do anything to help us with this campaign, please share this. We'd really appreciate it.
If you could please contribute via backer, anything that you can contribute, we would greatly appreciate it. From $25 to $50, it would go towards a lot.
Or just sharing it on your social media platforms, we would greatly appreciate it.
$25, $50, $100.
You will be making somebody's dream come true.
A lot of exciting things coming your way. Can't wait to get this product out there for you guys.
That's our video. Thank you so much. I really hope that you can contribute. Anything helps. Even if you're sharing to your network, that's going to open up the doors for us. I really would appreciate it.